Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Just a spontaneous hangout. It's the weekend and no one's really started anything up, so I thought, stuff it. I'll get onto it and we'll crack a few cold ones. So I'm going to start off with a Mountain Culture. It's a Tasman IPA. It's probably something I'll review down the track, but I've got a few cans of it, so why not get into it? Cheers, Stewie. Good to see you, brother. Hope all's well. How's your week been, brother? Mine's been pretty good, apart from being a little bit run down, but at least I'm going into this weekend not tired. I feel like I won't be falling asleep anytime soon like last week. That looks good. Bright orange. Yeah, what happened? I had a bit of a disastrous thing the other night that I was talking about with the dogs, but since then it's been all right. I still haven't found the whatever animal it was. Maybe it survived. I do have a very big yard though, so yeah, it says a Tasman IPA, so I'm guessing it's probably a West Coast IPA, but they're using Australia and New Zealand ingredients. Cheers, Bumpy. How are you, brother? On a bus going shopping, found out. Oh God, yeah, shit like that's annoying. Especially when you're out and about and you're just about to get supplies or you've already sort of got them and you go to pay for it. Yeah, that's no good. You've just reminded me too, I've got a bank card that's going to expire in the next few weeks and they've already sent me a new one. The bank's like merged with another company and I keep forgetting to update the card. I'll end up leaving it to the last minute. I'm good with shit like that. Yeah, that's annoying. It's so annoying now how like everything's electronic. Drives me nuts. Like I went to pay for something with cash the other day and they wouldn't accept it. It's like, how can you not accept some crisp dollar bills? Ooh, hello. Prepping to make chicken stir fry out on the. Yeah, that'd be good. Can't say I've ever had like a stir fry cooked that way. It'd be nice. Get some yeah, like capsicum. What else would you go? There'd be certain stuff you probably wouldn't bother with, but capsicum and onion would be a must. They'd go well on the black stone. Maybe some green beans, carrot. Yeah, there's a lot of that shit going on now, dude. I had about $500 taken out of my bank account through PayPal. Yeah, it was the same person. They did two different transactions. and I rang the bank, and then the bank got me to contact PayPal, and then I had to go through the bank again. I ended up getting some of it back straight away, but then I had to wait a couple of weeks. Yeah, but it's annoying. Like, another thing that's real irritating. Hello, doggo. Another thing that's really irritating is when quite often when I'll stay at accommodation venues like in the city and that, they'll ask for a deposit just in case something gets like damaged, and then they'll hold on to your deposit for like weeks. It's like, if the room's good when I leave, give me my money back. Why do you hold on to it for so long? Just seems like a scam. Like there's some sort of, I don't know, money laundering, or they're earning interest off people's money, or yeah, just something. It just seems dodgy. Yeah, it's good with the banks generally get onto the sort of out of character activity pretty quick. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, broccoli would be good. You just want stuff that's sort of pretty firm and then softens up and cooks well on the barbecue. Cheers, Dan. Good to see you, brother. Oh, got a bit of hay fever going on at the moment. It's that weather at the moment here, like it's spring, getting close to summer, and yeah, it's like it'll be like wet one day and then sunny the next, and all the bugs are out. Yeah, for sure. I see Dan pop up in a lot of people's stuff. He's a good fella. So yeah, this beer, it's like a pretty much like a West Coast, but with, I'd say it's got Aussie and New Zealand hops and malt. First beer for the Saturday morning. So yeah, I was probably going to do a review, and then I was like, I can't really be bothered like organising a beer to review. I was just like, I just want to sort of chill and just have a couple of beers and not worry about taking photos or reviewing, or I just want to sort of talk shit and have a beer. And I would have joined someone else's panel, but no one was really doing anything. So I'm just like, stuff it. I'll just start my own and do what I do sometimes, where I just sort of just hang and talk shit by myself for a while and then start adding people. But yeah, I've got a craving for like Italian food today. I've been watching a heap of like YouTube travel stuff, and the two people I watch a lot of, one of them's in Italy at the moment, and the other one's in China. So it's yeah, just like vastly different, obviously. But yeah, they go to these countries, and you sort of think, oh, I mean, Italy, I'd obviously always want to go to, but somewhere like China, I'd just be like, nah, I don't really want to go there. But then you'll see certain things, and you're like, oh, that like really intrigues me. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's the same with India. Like, I just never thought I'd want to go to India, but then I'll watch some travel shows and like, oh no, I could see myself enjoying it there. Well, apart from shitting yourself to death. Sri Lanka, I reckon I'd enjoy. Just getting on a motorbike and going rogue. I'm one of those people when I travel, I like to live like the locals. I don't tend to stick to the touristy areas. Get off the beaten track. It's good when you hire a motorbike or a car and you just go wherever you want instead of getting on like tour buses and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I haven't been on a holiday for a while. I think the main thing that sort of set me back this year, I mean, obviously the cost of living's a bit tighter, but because my oldest dog's getting on and I don't really want to leave him for a long amount of time. So I sort of feel like once he goes, I'll plan another trip. So is anyone having a beverage? And as far as this beer goes, Stewie, I'm not sure as far as score goes. But yeah, as I said, I'll probably review it down the track, like maybe next week. So I don't want to sort of talk about it too much in case. Shout out to Kanye West for my my photo and caption. It's been one of my little quotes at work lately because I've been doing these stupid shifts and getting real tired. Cheers, Wilco. I was only speaking to you not long ago. Cool. Should try checking out somewhere you haven't been, dude. I'm trying to think of somewhere. What whereabouts are you going for the photos? Are they in the city? Yeah, I'm trying to think of somewhere that might be worth checking out, or even somewhere that we've been but haven't been for a while. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, it's the only thing with La Serene though. I don't know if they'd be open. It'd be unreal to go there. I would actually highly recommend it. Like if you're happy to travel out that way, but I just got a feeling. Yeah, I suppose it depends how long you're there for. I'm sure if you've already thought about them, you probably looked up there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, that'd be awesome. Do that for sure. I ended up reviewing that raspberry beer of theirs not long ago. It was just as good in the bottle as when we had it at that festival. Definitely need to try some more stuff from them. But yeah, I've got some exciting beers coming from Bacchus. I can't wait to get them. I won't go into detail, but it's going to make for a very funny video. And one thing that's I didn't realise is they're all massive, like triple IPAs, and I was planning on doing all of them in one video, so I could be very messy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think mine's due early next week. I'm normally a day or two behind you. I've got quite a few Christmas things coming. It's going to be awesome. And because I've got a channel now, I'll be doing them all like each day. That'll be good. No worries, Stewie. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying, I've got a bit of a craving for some Italian food after watching one of my faves in Italy at the moment. He's been eating these awesome as like gourmet sort of pork sandwiches and yeah, heaps of like really good steaks and yeah, pasta. I've heard a lot of people say when they've gone to Italy and had pasta there, they don't enjoy it as much as the West, like our sort of pasta, just because ours is more saucy and sort of, I don't know, it's more authentic there. Like we've probably got all these sugary fake sauces that are like made up already, and obviously it adds a lot of flavour, but it's not like the real deal. Sort of the same with the pizza in bloody America and Australia and England and that they add all this different shit to pizza and go a bit too far, and a lot of the traditionalists, especially Italians, like frown upon it. Bloody dogs. Denver and Liley. Nice glassware. See, I can't remember what I paid for this glass. It was real expensive at the time. Had a bit of hype to it, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to buy a really good glass. And yeah, it's just been like, I've definitely got my money's worth from it. I use it all the time. It's real durable. It's easy to clean. Yeah, it's just when it comes to like a lot of really good beers, you just get like that real good aroma just because of the shape of it. And then, yeah, after this one, I've got one that's got a little cricket reference. It's called Demon Fast Bowler. It could somewhat relate to me, although I wasn't that fast. I was more of a medium fast bowler, and I barracked for the Demons. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got that sort of haunted imagery with the cricket ball in the skeleton hand. I like the fact that, yeah, like DJ that runs Mountain Culture is obviously American, but you can tell he loves all the Australian sort of culture and gets behind a lot of stuff that a lot of the Americans wouldn't know about. Just because he's probably lived here for quite a while now, and his best mate's an Aussie, and his wife's an Aussie. A lot of Americans wouldn't even know what cricket is. So I'm going to pour a little more in, shall I? See, I got plenty of beers in the fridge I can pick from, but I just thought I'd go these two mountain cultures first. I might even go. Oh no, I'll keep that. I've got a sour beer there, but I'll keep that for a review. I've got a couple of Banks beers, a West Coast. I might have a crack at that. I actually feel like a stout, but I don't have any. So has anyone got any plans for the weekend? It's just a quiet one for me. There'll be plenty of beers, but yeah, I'm probably not leaving the house. The only thing I had planned was I've got a washing machine out in the yard. At some stage, if the weather gets decent, I want to take it apart and get the drum out of it to use for a fire. Um, I've had a tree fall down the back of the yard, so I can use that to get a fire going at some stage. There's plenty of wood there. Yeah, good beer this one. You can definitely tell it's got some Kiwi hops in it. It's got that sort of white grape, that lemon lime thing going. It's pretty grassy. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Nelson in there. Yeah, for sure. I'm keen to do another session at yours. It's quite a good setup you got there, dude. We just need to get that internet sorted. Because yeah, I reckon it'd be so unreal hanging out at yours for hours just out the back there and yeah, doing a couple of reviews. Because it's just like the perfect sort of spot for it. It'd be funny too, just like doing a review there on the laptop and it'd be like slightly dark, but you could hear the fire crackling in the background. And it's a good way to share beers as well. I still haven't cracked that side project sour. I'm sort of still hoping to do it like yeah with you at yours. So I'll probably sit on it for a while. Even though it's a beer we both had at the event, I'm pretty sure it'd be just good to share with you. But yeah, a few of us have been saying how quiet it's been on YouTube lately. And yeah, not just in the beer world, like a lot of the other stuff as well. Like even some of the real big name YouTubers are saying that they're just not getting the same amount of traction as they normally do. And they're very strict now with a lot of shit. They're like taking money away from people just for like stupid little things. Yeah. Those two gigs I've got coming like next year, I'm so keen for. It's just so annoying how far away they are. I'm in the mood now to go to a heap of gigs. Now that I've been to a few this year and got a few to looking forward to, it's like I've got the taste for it again. Yeah, no worries, dude. Have a good day. Yeah, let us know what you end up doing. Show us a few photos from La Serene if you go there. If you go to La Serene, dude, try Hawkers as well. So I'm pretty sure they're close to each other. I haven't actually been to Hawkers, but it'd be good just to go there for a beer or two. Yeah. So this is where I'd love to just have some music going, but I don't want to ruin the channel. I'm on to good things. It's like when the channel's growing and you're just starting out, it's like, yeah, got to be sensible with that sort of stuff. Cheers, you platypus bill koala sniffing pouch fucker. How are you, dude? Cool. Cheers, Simo. Yeah, for sure. Just have stuff going in the background without getting the copyright shit. Like there's times I think I'll just go live with like some beers that I don't really care for and just talk shit and have music going and then just delete the stream. But just, I don't know, it just sort of seems like a lot of work. It's like you go on YouTube, yeah, just sort of like, especially when you're starting out, just to try and like, yeah, grow the channel slightly, and yeah, I don't know. You don't really want to be deleting videos because they're so strict with stuff. I feel like, yeah, if you were to keep, like, say, Andrew is in miscellaneous, like, he's at that sort of monetization level, but because he plays music all the time, he can't get it, and it's like, yeah, it's sort of, yeah, he gets a bit annoyed about it, but like, yeah, what can you do? Yeah, yeah, you can always have stuff like that playing in the background, but I think like when it comes to, yeah, like me and Simo, we're probably thinking more like rock and metal music and stuff. Cool, dude. Yeah, it's good seeing you drinking some craft lately, and you're using some terminologies that we use. It's good. Yeah, for sure. Henry's a good bloke. And yeah, some of the stuff he comes out with sounds pretty decent. Sort of like chilled, laid back sort of sounds. It'd be the sort of stuff of like, I don't know if he can actually download it, or I know that he wants people to use it and stuff, but whether he has like a Spotify account or he just wants people to play it off his YouTube channel, there'd be a way you'd be able to do it anyway, just have it going in the background. And I don't know if I said hello, Disco, but yeah, how do you do? Yeah, I'm still deciding what other gigs to go to, boys. Obviously, I've got, yeah, Oasis and Metallica about a year from now, but there's got to be some other stuff I want to see. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's one thing I need to get around. I'm pretty shit when it comes to like technology, and I'd really love like someone to help me out with like an intro video or an outro video or both. And then, yeah, I need help with like a logo. I've got all these awesome ideas and that, like, yeah, like in my mind, I'm creative, and like when it comes to actually drawing stuff, I'm not too bad. But just when it comes to doing it on a computer, I've just got no idea what I'm doing. And as far as editing and that goes, I've just never done it before. I feel like if maybe if I did a little course in editing, or I had a mate that sort of guided me, I feel like I could do pretty well with it. But just I just don't have any experience in it. So I'd actually love to like have a go at editing videos and adding music to particular parts of video and like clipping stuff, and yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm spewing I didn't see Ghost. And then yeah, Parkway were here recently as well. I feel like Parkway I'm gonna have plenty of opportunity to see them. Um as far as Ghost goes, dude, I feel like you know how a lot of bands sort of taper off and you feel like they're not as good as they were in the early days. But I feel like Ghosts are one of those bands that sort of they seem like they're getting better. So like I don't know, like I'm not sure what their new music will be like, but if they tour again, it'd probably be like unreal. I've got to see that film they did that you went to see. Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. Unfortunately, our rock and metal festivals here just aren't the same as what they used to be. Back in the day, the big day out, in all honesty, I reckon it was one of the best festivals in the world. And then, yeah, electronic music just killed it. All the insurance premiums went up and they just couldn't afford the lineups that they used to have. Some of the shit I seen in the late 90s and early 2000s, it's like, how the hell did they have all those bands on the one bill? Yeah, true. Yeah. Do you know if I know DVDs aren't really a thing, but there's still some that get released. Like is I feel like Ghost should like re-release the album and have the film with it, or bring the film out so you can buy it. Because yeah, if they had it on like Blu-ray or something, I'd just buy it. Like I would have went to see it at the cinema, but I didn't have one near me, so yeah, it's probably one of those things I just need to go on YouTube and watch a few tutorials and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty shit this year, to be honest, dude. The last one was decent, but I think this year because Slipknot are there, I feel like the rest of the lineup's pretty average. Look it up on Google. Look up Knotfest Australia 2025. From what I remember, I reckon it was pretty average. I just like the fact that, like, from what people say, how it's sort of like live concert footage, but then it breaks out into these little snippets, like where he's backstage, and it's yeah, just a cool character, cool concept. The more I drink this beer, the bitter it's getting. But yeah, it's a little bit different. It's good. Got a big ship on the front. Ocean trucking. The hay fever is bad. Yeah, I got real bad hay fever, dude. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, we've been getting like a couple of days of rain and then it'll be real sunny and then Yeah, same old thing, and the lawn's just going. But yeah, it's pretty full on. And yeah, unfortunately, when you got sinuses like mine, it's not the ideal weather for it. I don't know what the current temperature is. It's like, because it's so early, it's like not even 10 a.m. yet. So I think it's meant to be somewhat decent. It's probably in like the mid 20s. Not hot, but just sort of nice. Yeah, dude. As I said to you, Ghost, you'll have to check out some of the hyped breweries in your area. Like, I reckon in the city there, you'd have some really good stuff that you probably never tried. You probably never even heard of before. You'll have to go check out some of the brew pubs, and yeah, I reckon you'd get right into it. You sort of got a little bit of that spark there already. So once you start trying some real good stuff, you'll get hooked, I reckon. Cheers, Shark. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah. What's everyone drinking? A 3 day weekend. Cool. Always enjoyable. What's the reason for the 3 days off? Or is it just something to do with your work? Can't remember what our last public. Oh, yeah. Last public holiday was Melbourne Cup Day, which is it's a huge horse race here in Melbourne, but like where I live, we didn't get it off, but most of the state does. Um, yeah. Normally I have a bit of a punt, but did no good this year. A roughie got up. I think it paid about $50 or something, so it was a bit of a shock. Like Melbourne Cup's pretty massive here. I don't know if the Kentucky Derby is the sort of race where everyone stops to watch it, but that's what the Melbourne Cup's like in Australia. Like it, yeah. Even people that aren't into horse racing, they'll tend to like get around it and stop what they're doing and watch the race. It's massive. Ooh, how many beers did they release, dude? And hello, by the way. That'd be awesome. I love track from what I've had of theirs. And I love Vernon as well. Good collaboration. I'm assuming it's probably like a double hazy or something. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. If you're doing a bit of a day out at breweries and you've never tried the stuff before, you just go and you have a couple of flights, or in Australia we tend to call them paddles more than flights. But yeah, you just get like four or five or how many you have of like different styles, and you can sort of see where a brewery's at. And then yeah, you might find something you really like, so then you go back and get a pint of that one beer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, in Australia, yeah, we call that Remembrance Day. So yeah, it's like pretty much thanking the the vets for what they've done over the years, sort of thing. But yeah, with Remembrance Day, we don't actually get a public holiday. We get one for Anzac Day. Anzac Day is like sort of remembering the Australian and New Zealand soldiers. Good day for football too. And pardon my noise in the background with my dogs. Yeah, I knew it was big, but I didn't know if it was sort of like stop the country big, like where everyone just gets around it. Hop slop. Disco loves his bitter grapefruit, his pith, loves his citra. Here we go. Drury Lane. Isn't that out of Shrek? Ooh, Australia represent. Yeah, range and mountain culture just did a collab together, dude. Sort of like your Track and Verdant, like two of the best breweries in the country. 20 minutes sold out. I'm like, fuck. Normally I'm onto their stuff straight away through the Mountain Culture website. And yeah, I just happened to be at work when they went on sale and I got on there during my first coffee break. I'm like, what the fuck? The beer only went up and it's already gone. So yeah, now I've got to try and chase it up through some stores, which is very annoying. But yeah, whenever mountain culture, banks, range, whenever those three do collabs together, like any of the three, whether it be two of them or all three do collabs, they just go straight away. People are like, "Oh, we got to get it, got to get it." North Park's a good one to do a Westie with. I've actually had a few North Park beers now in the last year. They're good. I love how yeah, Range seem to have a really good relationship with the UK breweries. It's good. And cheers, buddy. Hope you're well, mate. Are you doing your live stream this week? Cheers, bro. Hashtag pithy. This has got a bit of pith to it. Yeah, I thought so. The Muffin Man. Yeah. Something about lives on Drury Lane. I know what's going on. I'm actually pretty shit when it comes to movies because I'm one of those people. There's a lot of big movies out there I haven't seen. I'm one of those guys. There'd be particular movies like some comedies and that I've seen like shitloads and I can quote it from start to finish. But then there'll be some other massive like films that like yeah big Hollywood blockbusters that I haven't seen and people are like how the hell haven't you seen that? I've just never been a massive movie guy. I tend to get more into like shows and I'm definitely more of a music person. Hang on, I didn't read this. Yeah, for sure, dude. I will get there eventually. It's going to be an epic trip. See, I really want to do the UK as well. So it's just going to be one of those things. I feel like as soon as my dogs pass, I know I don't. Yeah, you don't want to think that, but that's been the main thing why I haven't done a lot of travel in the last few years. Is yeah, like I'm a single bloke. I live I live in a town where I don't have any like family or anything around. I've got two dogs and one of them's quite old and not far away. So yeah, it's like I don't want to leave them. So yeah, it's whenever I do stuff, it's always just quick weekender stuff. I haven't done a like a week holiday or anything like that for quite a while. Yeah, I just got to save those pennies. But the good thing with like especially YouTube, like I've met so many good people on here and got mates in so many different locations. So when it comes to travel and that, I feel like I've got plenty of places where people are going to help me out and I won't have to worry about forking out thousands of dollars for accommodation. And yeah, the joys of YouTube. And it'd be the same when people come to Australia, like I'll look after them. But yeah, I'm going to crack this next one now. And what I'll do too is I'll put the link in the UK chat. I've got a couple of beer groups that we're sort of part of. So yeah, this one's says single hop New England IPA. New Zealand 109. So it must be a new one. And yeah, for the cricket fans out there, Demon Fast Bowler. I like it. Pretty cool artwork. Cheers, Brevis. Good to see you, brother. How's those Cantillon beers going? That's unreal that you got Cantillon in Philippines. I've still got a nice bottle of Three Fontaine sitting in the cupboard. Me and quite a few of the others we're going to do a stream, and we just haven't got around to it yet. But yeah, as far as Cantillon goes, the last time I had some, oh, actually, I did have a Cantillon a couple of weeks ago at a bar. But before that, I reckon it was at there was a bar's like birthday party, and they were just pulling out Cantillons left, right, and centre. So I'm like, yep, I'll have a pour of that, a pour of that. It's good stuff. Slightly different colour, this one. This is what Disco likes to refer to as hop slop. Geez, it's got an aroma to it. Oof. I'm like holding it here and I can smell it. So if anyone's got Google handy, look up NZH 109. I want to know what hop that is and what characteristics it has. It's obviously a new Kiwi hop. Damn my hay fever. My sinuses are stopping me from smelling properly. I'm getting a berry vibe anyway. From what I can smell, I'm getting sort of like berry and woodsy. And yeah, like lime, maybe some grapefruit. It's got some sweetness to it. It looks the part. Looks very good. Normally, New England IPAs look shit in my camera too, but yeah, it's like a murky, like a hop saturated boy. Yeah, like a sort of like a vibrant orange, three finger tight knit head. Yeah, looks the part. I can't go into too much detail because I'll probably end up reviewing it down the track. Yeah, looks good, doesn't it, Ghost? Woo. I'm going to be lit at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Cheers, boys. You can definitely tell it's a Kiwi hop. I'm getting lime straight away. It's lime, it's grassy, it's got like a touch of berry. Cheers, Tanner. Good to see you, dude. What's on for your weekend? Oh, it smells good. I can't wait to do another Sydney trip. I just love the fact like they've got a lot of their breweries are all in the same area. You pretty much all you have to do, or someone like me that's from another state and would go there and have to stay a couple of nights. You obviously try and like park yourself right in the heart of it. So last time I got a hotel pretty much within walking distance of all the breweries, so it worked out really well. I want to do that again, but yeah, obviously mountain culture. It's out in the mountains, so you got to get on a train, and yeah, pretty much if you want to do that properly, you go out on the train and then stay the night out there. Really enjoyed my time in Sydney and Brisbane as well. Brisbane's beer scene's definitely getting better. I still think Melbourne's got the best as far as craft beer bars and that goes. Um, and probably as far as hype goes too, I think Melbourne's still number one. Sydney's probably got the most options, but a lot of their breweries are sort of like mid range. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's probably like brand new, dude. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely passion fruit in this one. I can see yeah, what'd you say? Savory. I can definitely see that. It's got that little bit of difference to it. But yeah, I'm getting like huge lime. Maybe some peach as well. I'm not a huge stone fruit fan, but in small doses amongst other fruits, it's pretty good. Yeah. If anyone wants to join, just sing out. I'll put it like I'll put the link in a couple of the hangouts, but there's probably a few people here in the chat that might not be part of them. So I just don't. Sometimes you can't be fucked putting it in the chat because there'd be certain people you're like, But yeah, everyone that's here in the chat at the moment's good people. You're getting old. I get told all the time at work that I'm getting old. I'm like, I don't feel old, but then some of these kids that are working like with me, they're like, fucking, I'm old enough to be their parents. I'm like, shit, I am old. Yeah, when you said the savoury, now it's like I can't stop thinking about it. But yeah, passion fruit, pineapple, lime, grapefruit, peach. And yeah, like getting this like berry vibe, like strawberry. Nah, crack one, dude. Crack one and jump on. 1 or 2 beers aren't going to hurt you. If you got a midday start, what time did you say it is now? It's probably like, what is it, 11 o'clock at night? I don't know with the whole time difference now. The fucking daylight savings and that keeps changing it. Yeah, I thought it was. As long as you get yourself to bed by about 1 o'clock, you should be right. I've got to decide what I'm going to have next. I've got 2 brand newies from Banks, so we might go them. A West Coast and a hazy. I love my Banks. I don't know about the other Banks, but I love my Banks brewing. It's got so much punchy flavour and like real complex for like a single hop. Good old science in beer. It's a wonderful thing. But yeah, I definitely prefer the beer before this, just purely down to style. I am very hazed out at the moment. Every time I have a hazy, unless it like really rocks my socks, I'm just like they all just start tasting very similar. So maybe the next beer I have, I should try and stay away from a hazy. I do have a dark lager there by a random brewery from my state. Maybe I could crack that. That's sort of something I'm not that concerned about reviewing. So yeah, it makes me miss because I played a lot of cricket. I played Aussie football and cricket. and did a bit of martial arts. They were my three sports from like a young age through to sort of mid 30s. Um, yeah, I only gave up cricket a couple of years ago just because I moved where I lived. And yeah, like I really enjoyed, I don't know, like the social side of it's always awesome. Hanging out with the boys. Um, yeah, the worst thing about cricket is it just takes up a lot of your weekend. That's why I like the shorter version of the game when you could just play for a couple of hours, just crash and bash, and then be done with it. Like footy is always awesome like that because you'd go there on a Saturday morning, you'd play, and then you were done for the weekend. But cricket, quite often, it takes up not only a full day, but sometimes a full weekend. But yeah, cricket's a bit easier on the. I mean, you get sore, but it's not. You can still play cricket when you're not at your fittest, whereas footy, yeah, footy's a lot of endurance. But yeah, I definitely miss being a kid. Just the life you have when you're not having to worry about work and all the adult stuff. I miss coming home from school and just kicking the footy or having to hit a tennis or go on the beach. You take it for granted. You're like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I can't wait to grow up and do all the things that I want to do. It's like, nah, just stay as a kid. It's so much better. Jeez, it looks good in the glass. Woohoo! Yeah, fucking oath it does, dude. Like, yeah, when I look back at my life and it's like, when I was a kid, it was like not only you don't have all the. I mean, a lot of people don't have drama in their life, but I've obviously had a lot of family drama. But when I was a kid, I didn't have any of that. We had like a close knit family, and like life was just so much easier. And then it sort of started to deteriorate as I got older. And yeah, it's like it's sad now because I don't have like that support from family. It's like shit. Like it gets to Christmas time and I feel like I'm all alone. And I mean, I've got plenty of mates and family of other kinds, but yeah, just I get real jealous when I see families at Christmas hanging out together because it gets to Christmas time for me, and I'm like, I've got no one. It sucks. But yeah, like yeah, teenage years was so good. Just like yeah, all the trips we did, like all the sport I played, like yeah, just massive circle of friends. Even early to mid 20s, there's still a lot of us boys to be hanging out together. But you just get to that certain age where you start doing your own life, and yeah, people sort of lose touch, and it's just not the same. And all you're doing is going to work just to survive and have that little bit of money to spend on shit. Like it, yeah, it's just a repetitive cycle. Certainly not enjoyable. Not as enjoyable as I'd hoped it would be. But you just keep soldiering on. That's why it's good to have like hobbies and passions and shit. I've never been one to get like down in the dumps, even when shit's got real bad. But yeah, like when stuff goes wrong, I'll just get real angry and fired up. And I don't know. I think that's a good thing, like just to let it out. Like just I don't know, get angry, just not take it out on other people. But that's where martial arts was really good. I used to just smack the fuck out of the bag, or like someone holding the pads, and yeah, I actually miss that. Like I moved towns and gave that up. I had to give it up sort of for work as well. But yeah, that's something I wouldn't mind getting back into. It's a good way to let out some anger. But yeah, teenage years, early 20s, it's definitely the best time of my life. Yeah, for sure. And I don't have the stresses that a lot of adults have. Like, I don't have like a partner and kids. Like, yeah, I can only imagine how hard it is for some people. Especially like just the cost of living now is insane. And yeah. I love when it goes to a different like tangent or like goes off topic, but it's real. That's what's good about these streams, is keeping it real. You'll just get one comment that sort of like sparks something, or I must admit this beer is very nice. And yeah, apologies for my voice and my sniffing and that. So I've got really bad hay fever. It's driving me nuts. Pardon me. But yeah, I just those days when you're young and innocent and just you're not having to worry about, I don't know, like you're not having to worry about financial shit and relationships, and you've got a good sort of, I don't know, like a good core of people around you looking after you and that. Like it's just so much easier. Like you whinge about how hard school is, but yeah, like I was always a decent student. I always like somewhat intelligent. I just didn't probably apply myself as much as I should have. But I still got decent grades, and yeah, still like, I mean, I was never like in trouble that bad, and yeah, like there's definitely regrets throughout life. Like I really wish that I had a done a trade. Looking back at life, I wish I don't know, had to become like an electrician or something like that. Everyone has. And when people say they have no regrets, I'm like fucking bullshit. Everyone has regrets. Even like relationships and that. It's like you'll have that one relationship when you're in like your 20s or something, and like yeah, it would have been awesome if you kept at it, but you fuck something up, or there'd be like a friend you've had a falling out with, or you made a bad decision when it come to leaving one job or starting a new one. Or yeah, I don't understand when people say they have no regrets at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bathroom quickly and grab myself another beer. So hold tight. Thanks to everyone that's sort of chiming in and interacting and sticking by. It's good shit. I'll be back shortly. I just seen Tanner's comment. Sometimes in the morning, I regret drinking so much the night before. Bloody oath. I was hanging out with Ken from Scotch Down Under, and I got home from work. I only had like 2 beers, I think, but then I got into the cheap wine. It was this shit here, actually. And I drank the whole bottle. It was just like a shitty clean skin wine from Aldi. And like, oh man. I felt rad at the time. Like when I have wine, I feel really good at the time. But the next day, when it's cheap wine, it's just like, oh, huge headache. Absolute killer. So, I've got 3 beers. I thought I might ask the audience what they want me to drink next. Cheers, Jagman. Good to see you, brother. You'd be probably home from Gorilla or still there. So, as I said, I wanted the 2 beers from Banks. So Banks are like one of my favourite breweries. They're from Melbourne. I've got a West Coast IPA called You Got Green on Me, or Green on You. Sorry. That is 6.8%. Ooh, I didn't realise it's got added terpenes as well. I'm excited. So it's a West Coast IPA hopped with Strata, Azaka, Mosaic, Vic Secret, and added terpenes. So resin, pine, and citrus heavy. So yeah, that's going to be right down my alley. And then also from Banks, we've got Grassroots. and that is an oat cream IPA at 7.2%. It's actually a collaboration with Farside, which is a bar in Hawthorne in Melbourne. And that says collaboration oat cream IPA with the crew from Farside Beers, hopped with Citra, Sabro, and HBC 630, contains lactose. So they're the two Banks options. And then this is the random one where I'm sort of keen to try it up. So this one might go down well. So this is by Love Shack. And Love Shack are out of Castlemaine. It's like a little gold mining town north of Melbourne. And this is the Castlemaine Dark Lager. And this is 4.5%. So yeah, out of the three, anyone that's still in the chat, leave a comment. I want to see what you think. So we had number one, just say for number one, say green. For number two, say root. And for number three, just say maybe love. I'll probably end up drinking all of them, but I just want to see what people think. What I should go next. Forex. Yeah. So far the Castlemaine's winning, I think. Yeah, so Castlemaine's a nice little town north of Melbourne. Yeah, like all that area is like old gold mining. Very nice old buildings. Has that sort of a lot of those areas have that English feel to them, just because a lot of like English settlers come here for gold mining. So I'm just finishing on that now. When it comes to a demon fast bowler, the first person I think of is Brett Lee. I loved my cricket, but I would be shitting myself facing someone that quick. So yeah, no other comments. So it looks like I'll be going the dark lager. Are you serious? So the first beer you ever got was an Australian for it. That's funny. I want to try some of their other beers, dude, because we only ever get 4X Gold here, and it's like a mid-strength draft beer. But they have like a 4X bitter, and they have like a heap of other variants of different stuff. I just want to try them. And there's like other macro beers from other states I really want to try. So I'm going to go this next. And there's still quite a few people watching, so I want to know why you haven't selected a beer for me. But yeah, cool name, Love Shack. I remember when I went to Castlemaine, they had one brewery in town, and I think it had a different name, but I've got a feeling it was Love Shack. It was like previous to this name. I reckon they renamed their brewery, or maybe there's two in town. But I just remember the one I went to changed its name, so it was in like an old. It was like a market building, all brickwork and stuff. Pretty chilled environment. Yeah, it's just weird though that it was an Aussie beer when like you guys have got fucking heaps of shit of your own. Dirty old Forex just happened to be the one. You probably looked at it and thought, oh yeah, the four X's, that's awesome. Or you were like, oh, this is from Australia, that's rad. So yeah, this as I said, I haven't had a beer from Love Shack for a while, so this could determine my thoughts on the brewery just from this one beer. I keep getting text messages on my phone from this stupid company that fixes phones and gives you like new phone covers and all that shit. And it's like, just leave me alone. And they personalize it. So it'll say morning Sam and you like get excited thinking it's like a message from someone you actually want to talk to. So what are we expecting from this? I'm hoping it's like chocolate, bready, got I don't know, like a bit of richness to it. Ooh, I must admit, looks pretty good. So I may as well somewhat review this beer because this is the only one I've got. So yeah, Love Shack out of Castlemaine in Victoria, north of Melbourne, and they've named it the Castlemaine Dark Lager, and I think it was 4.5%. It's like a sort of like a dark chocolate in colour. The head looks actually really good. It's like off white slightly. In the camera, it doesn't show, but yeah, about three finger tight. Carbonation, probably moderate. Body, medium. Looks pretty good. Let's go with. Yep, chocolate straight up. It's got like a milk chocolatey thing going on. So yeah, milk chocolate, biscuit, white bread, maybe a touch earthy. Hmm, smells good. I'm going in. Cheers, peeps. It's got a bit of an odd aftertaste, to be honest. I feel like the aroma and the flavour up front are good, but there's just this aftertaste that just makes me think this brewery maybe needs a bit more work. You know how sometimes you'll have a beer from a brewery and you just know that they're still like honing their craft. Like yeah, without being too harsh, it tastes like someone's like fair attempt of like homebrew. So yeah. I'm sort of glad I didn't review it properly, to be honest. It's just got a bit of a funny aftertaste to it. I'm getting to be honest, I'm getting like a cardboardy sort of thing. It's a bit of a shame because yeah, it had potential up front, like just appearance wise, good on the nose, good. When I had that first sip, initially good, but then yeah, you just got this funny aftertaste. It's a damn shame. Sorry, Love Shack. I want to show you my love, but you need a bit more work, boys and girls. Still drinkable, but only just. Yeah, it's just got this like cardboardy, like funny flavour on the finish. Just going down. Mm. Whether it's oxidized or I don't know. I don't know if it's oxidized or it's just yeah, it's just not that great of a beer. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, when it come to aroma, dude, I was like somewhat excited. Still just smelling it now. I'm like, it smells good, but that's why I feel like it's not oxidized. I just feel because you're getting that like when it comes to aroma, you're getting that nice dark lager. Like it smells like any other dark lager I'd have. Like a poor man's version of a Schwartz beer. But yeah, you taste it, and the taste matches the aromas like up front, but then yeah, on the finish, it's just like, nah, not for me. I'm gonna have to neck the rest of this just to get rid of it. Yeah, good call. Check the date. Okay, so yeah, it's 4 months old, so it should be fine. They've got a year expiry on it. Actually, no, 9 months. 9 months expiry, and it's 4 months old. Yeah, it should be fine. I definitely don't feel like it's oxidized just because I feel like the aroma smells good. It's probably hard to tell with appearance when it comes to a dark lager, and even like that initial flavour, it's just this cardboardy thing you're getting on the finish. Mm. Pardon me. That was very rude. So one beer I had that reminds me of cardboard. I went to an event by the brewery out of California. Very, very hyped for their big imperial stouts and barley wines and stuff. Just about every beer was like phenomenal, like 4.5 or higher, like elite level, like world class. And for some reason, when I had the Grey Monday, all I got was just this finish of like cardboard. I just couldn't get it out of my mind. It was just there. And on aroma, you didn't get it. Appearance, it looked brilliant. And so many other people that were at the event got the same sort of thing. And we don't like the beer was fresh. So it was just like it was just that one, I don't know, like some sort of whatever had happened in the brew, it was just like this one off flavor that just ruined the beer. Because like normally that's a epic beer and gets really high ratings, but it just felt like that time that we had it. It was like just all you got was this cardboard finish. It's real weird, sort of hard to describe. So that's down, and I'm sort of happy. So Castlemaine Dark Lager. Not sure what the go is. Might be a beer I need to revisit, or maybe I need to try some other stuff from these guys. But yeah, as I said, appearance awesome, aroma awesome, taste initially not bad, but finish terrible. So not sure what's going on there, but apologies to Love Shack. We will revisit and we will see what the go is. So I'll go with one of the Banks beers, shall I? For those of you that are still there, still a handful of people. Which one next? Grassroots Oat Cream IPA, so hazy, or you got green on you, West Coast IPA with terpenes. 7.2 for this one. And 6.8 for this. Exactly. Moving swiftly on. I think I have to choose myself on this one. I'm going the West Coast. There's people about, but people that aren't responding. So we're going, you got green on you. West Coast IPA by Banks featuring terpenes. I'm excited for this one, not going to lie. And very thankful that I have 2 cans. So I will be reviewing one, so I won't go into too much detail. Yeah, green's my favourite colour, dude. Looks good. Looks very, very good. So I would say slight chill haze, relatively clean though. Probably a medium body. Carbonation fairly light. It's got like probably a 3-finger tight knit head. Looks good. Looks very good. Color, I would say, sort of like a dark straw, orangey. Yeah, it's sort of hard. It's a tough one. Maybe just, it's sort of got that burnt orange vibe to it. Tough as far as color goes. Let's go with. Oh, smells pretty good. So for this one, I'm not getting the caramel. I'm getting more like bread and biscuit. Definitely white bread. As far as fruit goes, I'm getting orange, like tangerine, maybe a touch of pineapple. I reckon there's some berry there as well. But I'm not getting that piney sort of weedy resinous thing that I thought I would. It might be on the flavour though, like just not on the palate. On the palate, it just seems like more sort of tropical forward. Hmm, interesting. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers. Oh, oh, yes. So I just got a huge, like, piney, weedy thing there on the flavour. Dank as fuck. Ooh. So yeah, like sort of like dry pine, like sharp, but then you got this like musty, dank, weedy thing. And it was pretty fierce, like pretty upfront. It just like took over the citrus that you got on the aroma and the tropical fruit. I need to do that again. That was interesting. Yeah. Terpenes, I love them. Just something about it. So good. Look at that lacing on the glass. That is brilliant. So yeah, dank, musty, definitely getting that weedy terpene character. It's like resinous, maybe slightly oily. As far as like fruit goes from the hops, I would say yeah, passion fruit, pineapple. There's definitely berry there, like strawberry, blueberry, like maybe like orange, tangerine. It's complex as fuck. There's plenty going on. And yeah, like the Westie I had earlier, it's sort of got that like sharp bitterness that cuts off. It's there, it's not too much, but it doesn't sort of linger on. It's very nice. You're getting like grassy, floral notes. I wouldn't say woodsy. It's more floral, like a yeah. Sometimes I'll say like a damp forest floor. That's sort of what it reminds me of. It's like floral, almost perfumey. Woo, I need to go to the dunny again. Tasty, quite tasty. I will be back in about 30 seconds. Here I am thinking my dogs hated citrus fruit. I just gave them half a mandarin each and they loved it. Good boys. Eat up your fruit. Good boys. So, yeah, I still haven't found whatever animal carcass it was the other night that got mauled by the dogs during the night. So, it's going to be interesting. I just hope it wasn't a koala. So, yeah, let's pour some more of this bad boy. Looks the part. I love that terpene, like, so good. There's a lot of new sort of scientific things going on in beer lately, and a lot of it's been overrated or just, yeah, it doesn't really do it for me. But terpenes, big fan. Love it. I love how it brings the weedy, dank vibes, and yeah, I'm not even a smoker, but I enjoy it. It's good. And cheers to everyone that's still there. Thanks for holding on, even when I piss off and go to the dunny. And as I said, if anyone wants to join, just sing out. At first, it was all about just me doing my thing, but yeah, we'd be happy to get a panel going. I think it's very quiet tonight, though. As I said, I'm craving Italian food big time. Would love it. A big lasagna or something like that would be so good right now. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link in the chat. I don't really want to, but I'm going to, just for the hell of it. There we go. So if people want to join, it's there. Probably should have done it earlier, but don't know. Have my doubts every now and then. And message is pinned. So yeah, hopefully that's right now. So yeah, 11 a.m. Saturday morning. I've already had about 4 beers. Good time. Yeah. So yeah, on this bad boy, it was dank West Coast IPA, hopped with Strata, Azaka, Mosaic, Vic Secret, and with added terpenes, resin, pine, and citrus heavy. I'll have to send this to a mate, let him know that you got to try this shit. It's good. I like the name of this one though, Grassroots. It's like I'm starting out, starting fresh. Normally, when you talk about football, grassroots football is like your country football. Where I can't stop burping. Grassroots football is like your country football, where it starts humble beginnings, if you may. So what I reckon I'll do, because there doesn't seem to be anyone around, I might do a beer review shortly. I could be very, very negative and share some thoughts, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remain calm and just move on. Cheers to everyone that's like watched throughout and hung around. It's been all right. I obviously plan to just be by myself for the first half hour or so, but just would have thought that there would have been more people around. Been going for 2 hours now and still still just chilling by myself. So yeah, kind of disappointing. But yeah, I'll piss off and do a review of a beer of sort anyway. And thankful to everyone that's been in the chat. There's been like plenty of banter throughout and some good people. It's a good community. Finished the last of this bad boy. Very good beer. In all honesty, I've got 2 cans of this. I wish I had 4. Very, very good. So yeah, I'll probably do a review of this next week sometime. So it's called You Got Green on You. West Coast IPA at 6.8%. I'll just say that it's going to be quite a positive review. It's very nice. So yeah, as we're coming to the 2-hour mark, I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm just going to say cheers to everyone that's been there. And shame on you to everyone that probably should have joined and didn't. So, a bit disappointing. People crap on about supporting others and that, and it's like, well, where are you? It's like, what's going on? So, yeah. Anyway, cheers, and we'll see you shortly with the beer review.